Hi everyone, look what I've got. It's one of these. Now, XTool have very kindly sent me this. I'm absolutely blown away that they've sent it to me, along with the silkscreen printing kit that goes with it. Now, I'm a bit struck for space, so I'm not going to be getting the silkscreen kit on the go just yet, so watch this space. I will, because I'm quite excited by that too. But this really excites me. This will pick up where my Cricut leaves off, because my Cricut can only handle light materials and small stuff. This goes up a notch, even though it's only the 10-watt smaller version. So I'm going to have fun with this. Now, this isn't going to be a traditional unboxing video and how-to video because I am totally clueless. I've never had anything like this before. Lasers? I mean, what the hell? Isn't that the sort of thing they have on Star Trek? Or is that phasers? Anyway, yeah, so this video is going to be a little bit different, but it's going to be very much the real life, you know what I'm like. This is me and Mark trying to work it out. So watch and enjoy, I hope. And if you've got any questions, lob them in the comments below. If I can't answer them, then I will invite the people from XTool to just hop into the comments and fill you in because they don't know what I'm doing. Let's see if I do by the end of this video. By the way, I'm actually filming this at the end of the video. So at this point, I know whether I've worked it out or not. I've only had it 24 hours and I've only been playing with it for probably about 3 or 4 hours out of that time. So, yeah. Want to see how I got on? Here we go. So, XTool S1 has appeared. Thank you so much, XTool. It's so big, we're unboxing it outside. I don't know where I'm going to find space for this thing. Anyway, I've enlisted Mark's help because he'll know what to do more than me.
Yeah, well, it's just too useful for words, those do.
What, the straps?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do actually, don't they? Those going in the back of the van?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Thank you, XTool. Does that in the box? There's everything.
Yeah, it looks like it.
I don't know why in my head I thought a white one would look less formal over everything. I've got little tabs all over everything so you know where to pull to. Very nicely packed, isn't it? Oh right, so here's the lid. I've seen somebody on a video unpacking that. Go on, do that stretch thing. You know. I just love the noise as much as it is.
Oh, it's better.
Right. When it collapses back down. Oh, what I don't know is whether I've got the air filter thing to go on the end of it.
Get off.
So you've got to see what's that? It's a green thing.
Yep, okay. Something wrapping around.
Work of art, that packaging.
You can never get it back in. Okay, transform it. Okay.
That's a bit like plugging in a laptop, by the look of it.
That used to be it.
I mean, it looks pretty kind of sturdy, but the same, you would want to pack it well, wouldn't you?
Okay, this is the laser. Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, this is how I feel when people do unboxing videos. But it's real world. Yeah, packaging. You'll stop looking at that packaging and thinking, oh, look.
A plane.
Fine. Oh, yeah, fine. Oh. Okay, where were we? This is going to be the silliest unboxing video, eh?
Okay, that's everything.
Have a look at what's in these boxes then. So that's the actual laser. We can get that out. Now I know it goes up that way because that's how I saw it on that video. What's all these bits though?
Well, I presume that's the label, so it's got to go that way, I'd imagine, and then that's where it clips on. Look.
Well, the lighting and everything will be right the right way then.
Yeah, that goes on there. That clips in there. Yeah, put it on the other side. Yeah, look. That must go on there. That clips in there. And then that's some of the mounts on there, which we'll have to suss out.
That's probably what all these little bits are. Glue?
Well, it's Peng Sheng.
Peng Sheng? Whatever Peng Sheng is. Right, okay.
Oh, look, that's nifty.
Oh, you've even got your little screwdriver for putting it in. I thought you'd have to go and get a screwdriver.
It's cool, isn't it? Look at this little part. It's like a little pointer thing.
To people poking things with.
I wonder if that's what they were using when they were setting out where something was.
I don't know, I've got all the little magnets. They've come with that board.
Yeah.
So we've got that hexagon board to go somewhere, haven't we?
Okay. So, all the bits.
And there's some more bits in there. A lot of stickers. Are they for locating things? Oh, instructions in there, something. Oh, English at the top, right?
Attached to the working area of XTool S1 to facilitate the positioning shot function. Oh, you'll have to look on the video again.
We are going to have to get this inside before we go too far, aren't we? Looks like runners of some sort. Triangles. They've got holes in the end. Ooh. I think we need to go and watch a video, don't you? You read the instructions. First thing is I think we get it inside and get it on the table because it's yeah, it's not good having it here, is it? No. Fab thing. Let's see what it does. So you can use it without that. So they've also sent me this screen printing kit with all the inks. This goes with the S1 because the S1 can cut screens for screen printing. So this has come with all the frames, and there's a whole box load of stuff here and sample materials. There's all the frames for it. It looks absolutely fantastic. Now, I don't do any screen printing at the moment, so I'm looking forward to having a play with this, but I don't know when I'm going to get time because obviously I need to get to grips with the S1 first, the actual laser cutter. So I can't have both out at once because they're quite big and I'm really struggling for space, as you can tell by the fact that this is on my kitchen floor. Now, I will get to it though because I do want to have a go, and this just looks amazing, doesn't it? So apologies if it takes me a while to get to this part of it, but I will because I really want to have a play with this, and I'll do a proper report on this once I've get to that stage.
Ready to go?
Right, so I switched it on at this point, waiting with bated breath for something to happen, and wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Any minute now, there we go. Right, all the lights came on, and look how smooth that movement is. Lovely, isn't it? Anyway, then I thought I'd better have a look in the box and see what the sample materials were that came with it. So that's like a PET tag. They're like aluminium or stainless or something. Got an acrylic disc. I'll come on to the point of acrylic later, actually. Watch this space towards the end of the video. That is a coaster. It's a slate, solid slate. And I do go on to test that later in this video and some of the slate pieces I got. This is a silk screen blank. So it's like it's the silk, but it's got the coating on it. And this is leather. This, I believe, is called basswood, and I do have a go at the basswood later in this video as well, and some other bits of wood that I've got kicking around. And this here in this wrapping is black acrylic. So let's get the basswood out and have a look. It's like thin plywood. And yeah, I've got a whole load of little bits of this that I've been trying with not much success to cut with my Cricut. So I shall get those out later and show you as well. And here we go. I'm going to try and make it talk to my laptop at this point. So we'll cut back to the main talky bits. Press the button on the device. Oh, that one. Seriously, come and watch this.
Oh God, you can smell that.
That's what that pipe's for, it's fumes. Then what, dust. So, yeah, we'll need to work out what to do with that. Well, I have to say, this thing's blooming amazing. I'm struggling with the reflections from my window to show you what it's doing. But, I mean, it's going to take some learning, what all the right settings are and so on, but there's so many videos on YouTube about it. It's awesome. This is currently engraving a slate coaster. I'm getting the hang of it. Loving this. My only slight disappointment is it can't cut acrylic, and I think it's just because I've just got this little 10-watt head rather than the other heads. I'm not sure, but it just says not supported currently. Now that implies that acrylic might be coming at some point soon. I don't know. I'm going to ask the question and keep you posted. Anyway, I've been making a bunch of these, which are just slate coasters, placemats. I have also made, this is all very beginnerish. Look, they cut out the shape of a guinea pig. There's the guinea pig that came out of it. Isn't it lovely? And that was just from an SVG file I downloaded from Creative Fabrica. And I made this. It's just engraved. I'll do you a show of all the, because I've done a load of slate ones, but they're in the dishwasher at the moment because I've got greasy fingerprints on them. So I thought that was the best way to get the greasy fingerprints off. So I'll do you a show of all the things I've made so far when I finish. But I thought you might like to watch this one making because I think I'm getting the hang of it. So I'm going to tip my camera down and show you what I'm doing. So I've got that hexagonal, what do you call it, honeycomb tray in here, which I found someone who had been using this a lot, and they said push it towards the back right corner. Now it's just like a spacer. It lifts your piece up off the bottom, and it's also quite grippy, stops stuff sliding around. And if you're using something that's lightweight, so that the little fan unit that's with it blows it around, it's like an assist to take the fumes away. And you know, little light bits of wood and things will move around. So all you do is use these magnets, which are amazing. They go doink. They're really, really strong to hold things in place. Really good. Obviously this is slate, it's quite heavy, so I don't need to. So all I'm going to do is move this manually into the centre, because it wants to know how far away this is. This little thing on the side here is actually checking that apparently. Anyway, I'm going to go and press something to make it do that. Back in a moment. See that? So it gave it a little poke to check the distance. Because it's the S1, it doesn't have a little camera in here. So you have to tell it where the corners are yourself, which is surprisingly easy. Now, I thought this would be a downside, but to be honest, knowing how hard it is to get my Cricut Maker 3 to recognise the corners of a print and cut sometimes, you know what, I'm almost preferring this, doing it manually, because you've got that control. Anyway, I'm just going to go and tell it to start doing that. I'm giving it these instructions from my laptop. The software is really, it's a bit like using the Cricut software, for anybody who's familiar with that. Now, so I'm just going to go and tell it to start marking, as it calls it, and then I'll show you how I do that. So I've clicked start marking, and all I do is I move this to the corner of like the flat area of the coast of the piece. And I click that. That's the button on the front. Then I move it to the corner here, and all I'm doing is getting the crosshairs. I hope you can see that on camera, but I've moved the crosshairs onto the corner. And click that, and that's it, it's marked. I can drop the lid down, and then the next job will be to tell it just to start. Now, I've picked the material being a stone coaster because that's the setting that they put these on, and I'm going to let it just do its thing on the default settings for stone coasters. So while we're watching this doing its thing, if anybody would like me to do a more detailed video on how I actually just make this one particular piece, then let me know, because this is, I've learnt to do this in just a few hours. It would have been quicker if I hadn't downloaded the wrong software. I think I lost about 2 hours doing that, but it is ridiculously easy. So if you'd like a video on each particular piece that I'm making as I learn, then let me know. I'll probably be popping them on my other channel, which is Tracy's Random Stuff, because that's where I tend to put my non-resin related videos. So yeah, just let me know, and I'll keep you posted on how I'm getting along with it, and I will show you, you know, what's happening on my screen as well, so where I'm lining these up to get them to print in the right place and what settings I'm using and so on. Just let me know. In the meantime, I'm going to bring you in close so you can see what this is doing. let's see what this has come out like then, shall we? So yes, I'm surprised that was only 4 minutes. I thought because it was so detailed it would take longer. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? Right, like I said, I'm going to do you a quick show of all the things I've been making with this in these few hours since I've had this machine. And yeah, let me know what else you'd like to see. It is a learning curve, as you know. I've only had it briefly, and I'm doing a multitude of other things as well. So I'm not going to be churning out a massive videos in a quick time on this, but I will be very happy to show you what I am doing as I learn. So let me know what you'd like to see. You know what to do if you like the video. If you give us a thumbs up, that's awesome. Now, don't forget that XTool have very kindly sent me this. I was absolutely staggered that I've been sent something this special. I'm very, very lucky. Thank you so much, XTool. I'm also now got an affiliate set up for them as well. So if you fancy one of these, then do use my link down in the video description below, because that will help to support my channel, which I really, really appreciate. And of course, it will take you straight to their website with no hassle. I mean, these aren't cheap, obviously, by any stretch of the imagination. But if you fancy this sort of gadget, these are very well priced, as I understand it. I've been looking at the alternatives as well while I've been doing a bit of research since this came. And it looked like if this is the sort of thing that floats your boat, this would certainly be a very, very good option. It's if I can work out how to use it in that short time, any Muppet can, to be honest. It's so easy, so quick. It's just, and although I keep saying, oh, it's huge, it's only huge compared to my other craft things. This is sitting, my little dining table is actually folded down, and it doesn't quite take up that space. So although it's bigger than anything else I've got, and it depends what craft space you've got, this certainly isn't over the top. It's not crazy. The only thing I would want to do, if I could, is put it nearer to a window that actually opened so I could take the fumes out. This window here actually opens to my conservatory, which isn't ideal. But really, I'm only getting any sort of fumes off the wood, and it just smells of singeing wood. It's not actually unpleasant. But I do need to sort something out with some pipe work. That's the only thing. And like I said, if I hear any more on the cutting acrylic front, then I'll let you know. But for wood, slate, leather, I haven't tried leather yet, I haven't tried metal yet. It'll do all those though. So I will show you when I get on to doing those. Right, as I said, I'll stop waffling now and I'll see you for the next video. This is lovely. I'm very pleased with it. I did.